Hey guys, and welcome back to Rackets for You and Racquetball Racket. This is part 2. Got a lot to cover here, so let's get started. I had to make a cheat sheet. We have a lot of things to cover. In the first part 1, I got a little flack from a racquetball buddy of mine saying, well, you mentioned all these racquetball manufacturers, but you didn't mention the racquetball manufacturer that I play with. Like, oh God, okay, what? All right, so let me tell you some more. That is Pro-Kennex, very good racket. This is my racket. I have one as well. So yes, buddy, I do have Pro-Kennex. So let me go ahead and down the list. Here's a bunch of manufacturers over the years that I've known about. I don't know how many are still in business or what. Pro-Kennex is, and doing very well. They have some very good rackets as well. And I don't sign with, Wilson, Pro-Kennex, any of them. They're good, but whatever your preference is. But here's another list of other racquetball manufacturers over the years, long time back. How about Voigt? How about RTS? How about Omega? You guys seen those Omega rackets that had the string pattern that looked like a honeycomb? It was pretty cool. Omega was one. Leach was big in the 80s. Dunlop, Spalding, Schlesinger. In fact, Schlesinger still makes rackets. Okay, so there we go. We'll put that one to bed. We got all the rackets covered that I know about. Actually, there was one called Dunhill as well. I don't know if that was British or what, but in any case, we're going to talk about rackets today, of course, and since I have this Pro-Kennex up here, I just want to tell you about the vibration dampening. This is one right here, okay, and I think this is made by Head. I'm not positive, but they do work, and the reason I want to stress this is that I've been injured. I played a racket without a vibration dampener in it in a tournament in Nashville, Tennessee, and one of my strings broke on the racket, and I don't know how long I had played it before I realized I had a string broke, but it jacked my arm up really bad. It was bad for like 2 months. So then after that, I made sure I wore this. This is your arm protection, if you will, and let me tell you about this. Here's another one, elbow, whatever, you can put this on there as well. I do recommend this just for preventative, if nothing else, but it does seem to help. This is a Mueller, you get it at any store. I don't remember where I got it, but this is Velcro and all this. But just this alone, my arms sweat, and so this thing kind of got wet. So, but this here is very stretchy, and this is cheap. And I wear this over this. This is cheap. I get this from a store, which they're most everywhere. Dollar Tree. There's 2 of them in here for $1. So, and it says wrist support, but I pull it all the way up, and it does a good job for us. Okay, so $1, and then, by the way, this one here was I don't know, $9, $11, something like that. Okay, that's enough of that. But these vibration dampeners, let me go ahead and show you this. That's a Head one. I have a variety of them. These are called buttons. You can get this at Walmart, wherever. There's a button that goes between the 2 center strings. Okay, here's another button made by Head. Okay, it goes between the 2 center strings. If you just want something like that. This is more famous for whatever reason. This is made by Echelon. This thing is great. All the ring well, not all of them, but most of the ring rackets will have this. And I forgot the name of this thing, but it is made by Echelon. But that's another good vibration dampener. There's a couple other worm kind, and they come in different colors and all that. So, and then these alligator tracks or whatever you want to call them. These are pretty good as well. Whatever you have, it doesn't really matter. Just have something in there to absorb the vibration, okay? There's another reason I have this racket out here as well, and we'll get to that in a moment. But I do have a treat for you. In the last session, I did talk about the construction of racquetball rackets over the years, and they started as wood and plastic and aluminum, maybe even fiberglass as well, but graphite and titanium. But I got to show you a wood one, and it's impressive. Here you go. This is a wood racket made by Head. That is wood. It's got a leather grip. I don't even know if it's been played. It's probably been played, but there is no damage whatsoever. I'll never get rid of this thing because it's an antique and a relic, but there it is. A wood racket made by Head, and Head's been in the game for a long time as well, but that's a wood racket. Now I have another treat for the children, little girls, little boys. Here we go, look at this. Okay, looks like a carnival, doesn't it? Believe it or not, this darn thing hits really good. But this is one of those plastic rackets. I talked about some being made of plastic, and this is some kind of plastic. I don't know what kind it is, but it's very durable. I mean, you could hit the wall, and between this and graphite and this plastic material is just real resilient and will take a beating. But I built this for some young child that might appreciate that, and it'll take a beating, and you can still get a good game going on because it's all brought up to speed, new age, okay? Then again, we have the graphite. This is an old school graphite racket. The frame is made of graphite, original. It's got a leather grip, which I particularly don't like leather, but that's what they had back then, and I guess it's classy or something like that. So, boy, between the fire department sirens and the cicadas, we're doing good, aren't we? You know. By the way, this old school racket, it's a composite. It's Echelon composite, 250 grams. So it is a composite. It's a graphite. Good little racket. I haven't converted this yet, upgraded this, but I will. Okay, let's see. Where are we going now? Okay, let's talk about balls real quick. Balls. Pretty much Wilson, Penn.